Hey everyone, this is Arado and I'm here to talk about the new upcoming banner that would feature Port Matriarch, True Alloces, True Aunas, and Human Leonid. For Alloces, his style is more of a farmer, focusing on being a single target or AoE farmer, and he is a sub-boss farmer. Just to define a little what a single target farmer is, this is related to the change in enemy placement in main quest, where sometimes you would need a set of AoE characters, a set of row, column, or single target characters to be able to efficiently clear that stage. So he falls under he falls on those single target farmers. He also has good elemental coverage, especially if you have the UDX style where he would be able to cover slash, pierce, blunt, and then heat element as well. And he has really high attack passive. For hard contents, he is just a DPS source, and with UDX style, you would be able to do strength debuffing with Inherit. Next up is Aunas. So for Aunas, he's more of a column farmer. So this is because of his skill 2 where it does two different D type of attack that does two elements, slash and heat. And one good trait that Aunas has is he has a party heat element attack up. I believe it should be 10% being medium effect. And then if you combine that, if you have Ablation Dance, that it would help the party really good, especially if you're focusing on being a heat slash element attackers. For hard contents, you would be benefiting of the same party heat element support, and then one of the unique skill that he has is he has an AoE buff that gives regen type of healing for everyone, and this lasts for 3 turns based off the GL changes. So what it does is it gives extra small heal to everyone every end of turn. And the reason for giving a high score for that aspect is because it's a really rare trait for an axe user to be doing healing. And personally, this is the reason why I use my select ticket for Aunas to be able to clear Remembrance battle efficiently. The next one is Human Leonid. So Human Leonid is more of an AoE and bossing farmer and more focused on blunt element. He has a minor single target farming capability, mainly because he relies on his RNG with gaining BP on every attack he does. So one of the unique trait that Leonid has is every attack he does, there is a 25% chance to give BP plus 1 to the party and BP plus 1 to Leonid himself. So Leonid can gain 2 BP and everybody else gains plus 1. And then for hard contents, he's a good source for dex debuffing, especially with 81% int, that he is pretty good and may be able to land those dex debuff consistently. Next one is Matriarch, and just a quick disclaimer that this is my opinion about this style. I know there are a lot of opinions about this style being, not the best style. So it's up to you to judge on how good she is really. And I'm sharing to you what my thought is about her style. So for farming, the base style, she is able to do a 10-0-10 rotation with this third skill. And that is a fast element with an upgraded A damage for GL. With Inherit, I would give her a perfect score mainly because of 1, if you inherit Gleaming Way just like what you see in the video, she would be able to do the third skill and then Gleaming Way. Or if you're doing a two-rounder stage, if you inherit Shining Glory, then she would be able to do Shining Glory back to back. Whether it be damage or helping the party overall in being able to clear it faster with that little boost in damage, that's helpful for me. And she also gives that 5% attack and defense when everybody is alive. So she has support, she has buffing, she has fast skills. That's why I gave her a 10 with inherit. For hard content, I gave her a 9 with inherit, and mainly because she still continues to do the same thing where she uses either Paean of Victory or Paean of Peace, depending on the battle. She has a new utility as part of this style where it gives everybody a buff where they can dodge one attack, that one incoming attack. And then with the geo change, that it has an additional heal effect for everyone. Now, everybody is trying to compare whether the dodge buff is better or if not worse than the Imperial Shield. And for me, I think they're equal. Not exactly work the same way, but with how much it costs and the pros and cons of each skill, I believe that they're kind of equal in capability. And let me explain that for a bit. So we all know Imperial Shield. If you cast that, everybody in the party would take 0 damage for any incoming damage. And once you get stunned, paralyzed, or sleep, then the effect is no longer in place and you would be taking damage. So for party dodge, it only dodges one attack. So after that, you would be taking damage. One good thing about the party dodge is, say if the attack coming in has extra stun, paralyze, or sleep effect, but because you're dodging that attack, that you won't be inflicted with that ailment, hence you would be okay, be active, whatever, compared to say if you have Imperial Shield for the same attack, that Imperial Shield would be no longer be in effect. So, and then of course the BP cost. Party dodge is 5 BP, Imperial Shield is 9 BP, so needs more time to recharge BP to be able to recast it. And of course, if you compare Matriarch's passive with Scrum Guard, that of course Scrum Guard would win with the defensive capability. Okay, to summarize the banner, so personally, Matriarch is worth the pity, mainly because of the points I shared prior to this. Alloces, pull for him if you need a reliable farmer. The UDX style, I have been using that style a lot, especially for blunt and heat and slash type of farming. And then with this style, you would be able to cover Pierce as well, and then it kind of completes his kit on being a farmer. Leonid is pretty solid. Since I got him, I actually used him a lot prior to using any of the other units I obtained after him. One of the con that Leonid has is he's stuck with blunt element. For Aunas, he's a good column farmer. The heat support is always helpful in farming, and he has a pseudo healer role that's really rare for an axe user. So if you think that's enough for you to pull for him, then yeah, go for it. If not, then you will have to wait for the other units like Tyler from Saga Frontier 2. He's a free unit, but that he would come later in the game, as well as UDX Darius. Darius has passive healing every end of turn to the party. The one with the single target healing is New Year style or Orgniana. And yeah, those are the 4 styles that have healing. For Tyler specifically, it's a heal link type of healing, so it's RNG based. And like I said, Matriarch is solid in farming, whether it's DPS or support for that farming party. And he has a new party dodge utility. And I already explained what party dodge is and how, in my opinion, it's almost the same as Imperial Shield, but works differently in a way. Yeah, that's about it with this banner. If you opt to pull, good luck, and hopefully you're able to obtain the characters that you want. Thank you so much everyone, and have a good rest of your day.